I'm trading one ticker, one system, S&P 500 futures every single day for a full year. And we're going to try to journal to improve our execution, analyze the market, so this way we can make money. That's our end goal at the end of the day. Today is day 72. I made about oh, negative $31 today, negative $32, give or take. It was a little bit of a tough day, and I will tell you why. So we had these major moving averages that we were looking at. Let's say the 2-hour MOB. That's our 2-hour make or break line. I'm going to go into a different chart here, so it's cleaner. And that was this line here. We were looking for this to hold, and eventually it broke over yesterday. So yesterday we tested the fifth time, and we've been holding every time we test it. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this time was the fifth time, and that time it broke. It didn't hold overnight, and now we are under it. So which means we are now going from a bullish trend to a bearish trend. So I see us potentially starting to set up this bearish trend and going downhill again. So we'll probably do more of these where it'll be up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, like this, going further down. That's the future I see for us in the next few months, unless something dramatic happens. We're also seeing this downtrend break as well here. As you can see here, this downtrend breaking, the more selling pressure to continue as we get in this direction. Now, why are we doing this? It's because we're seeing global sell-off due to AI valuation concerns. There's a lot of news about that, and it's gotten worse and worse and worse, and there's more data being leaked out here and there. And now everybody's suddenly scared that there's a huge AI bubble. And there were some talks like, oh, NVIDIA is not like the dot-com bubble. And they're right, NVIDIA isn't like the dot-com bubble. But there's a lot of AI companies that are startups that have millions of valuation that aren't worth that much. And that's the bubble, honestly. So levels that we're watching for tomorrow on the bearish side is 67.10, which means as long as we are below 67.10, we're pretty bearish. If we can get over both of these levels, we will invalidate all those thoughts that I just had about us being bearish. So that would need to be, we need to get above 67.25 to invalidate all those. We'll see how that happens, if it happens. So let's go over signals that we have for today. We had a few signals. Some of them worked out well, some of them didn't. And I'll tell you why and how that contributed to me making and losing my money today. So 933, we had a bullish signal. That was around here. We did get a huge push up, but essentially we hit the MOB here, which means it wasn't a true market structure bullish flip, because as long as we're under the MOB, we're still pretty bearish. So as you can see, we came back down here, and then 1230, we had another structure flip, and that was over here, which tells us that there was more buyers than sellers. We want to buy the dip, but this one dipped much harder than expected, so we probably wouldn't have made money if we bought here. Depends. If you bought here and you sold for here, you would have made money. If you held for a little longer, you wouldn't. You would have lost money. Getting stopped out here before it finally ran back up, and that was what you call a stop loss hunt, where it dropped really sharply, where everybody thought the support was over here, and just pumped after that. So then we also had the 1206. We also have a overbought signal, which is showing that market is toppy and we could sell off a little bit as well. And that signal worked out. So that was a good signal there. At 1210, we had a DP sell. That also worked out pretty well. That was over here. So these other two signals worked out. The first one, the market structure was a little bit fake. And then 1258, we had market structure flipping bullish again, which was over here, which means we want to buy the dip on these moves down here. And that kind of worked out for this dip, this dip. Unfortunately, this dip did not work out. So then 130, we had an oversold and toppy signal. Where was that? That was, somewhere around here. These are kind of the tops, and that did worked out pretty good there. There was also an interesting move here where we backtest this 1 minute MOB and we rejected. So today's been kind of like that. And we had some rejections over there as well. So it was a really interesting day. I think as we get more fearful, people might lose their heads a little bit. So you just got to be a little bit calmer. If you do want to know where we did bounce off today, I'll show you what level we did hold off pretty well, which is the 195-minute MOB. So this is the level that is kind of holding us together today, the 195-minute, and that's why we bounced pretty hard, was because we hit such a major level. And usually when we hit these major levels, we're expecting them to hold support. So that was over here at 66.03. We went as low as 65.94, so 9 points under that. And hell, um, we haven't really hit that level in a long time. The other times we hit that level was over here, and then over here, and it broke a little bit, but eventually recovered, and over here. So we hit like the last few times it was 3 times there, and it worked out pretty well. So we'll see. I think as long as we're above this level, okay right now. But if we lose this level, ooh, all hell can break loose, and we can go down really fast. So hope that helps. Hope you guys made money and had a great day. If not, feel free to ask questions how we can improve, and we'll see if we can get you there. Thank you for watching. Please give us a thumb up and subscribe if you like this. Have a great day.